I am Josie. I am getting into film producing at the moment. And I have a background of theatre producing, and I run a theatre company in New York, very all over the world. But at the moment, I'm moving into film producing more. What it means to be a producer, to me, it's just putting your heart and soul into something from beginning to end. I find that there are a lot of departments which, they're there for a part of it, whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end, pre-production or post-production. But for producers, to be there from beginning to end, to me, is just such a beautiful thing, being able to create something in its entirety. So yeah, that's sort of producing and why I do it. In my experience of it, a producer is someone who either gets an idea or is sent an idea, and they take that script and they go through pre-production. So they get all the financing, they get all the people on board, they find crew, they get actors, and then they go into production where you're actually filming and creating the thing. And then obviously you go into post-production where you've edited and finished the film, and a producer will be the person overseeing all of that. So your day can really change from reading scripts to chasing invoices to making casting long lists to watching footage back. No 2 days are the same at all. Is it normal to have these multiple projects, and how do I manage them? How do I manage them? That is the question. I don't. No, I'm just kidding. I do a lot of things part-time. So I think one of the things when you're a producer or any job in the film or theatre industry, you are often freelance. So you do have that amazing luxury of picking when you work and what you work on. So some days I'm having meetings at 10 p.m. at night with a group of people in New York. And then other days I'm in person having producing meetings at a theatre company in London, or speaking with Israel or Spain. It's a lot of emails. It's a lot of meetings. Thank goodness for Zoom. But yeah, I do think that is one of the luxuries of this industry, is that freelance work, which means you can do more than one thing, which I do find really exciting because I don't have the concentration or the attention span to do one thing at once. I have to do everything. Something that I think people should consider going into production is, if you're working with a production company and you're employed for per year, you're on a salary, that's great. But if you are freelance, it is very difficult. You are chasing jobs and pitching yourself often, which is a level of uncertainty, which is very stressful. So I would say, if you are choosing to do that, just before one job finishes, make sure you've sort of got the next one lined up. Again, it's a lot of work, but it is worth it. The best thing and the most rewarding thing is just knowing that you're making a movie, whether that's with Tom Holland or your next door neighbor. Being able to be a part of something that other people get to watch is so exciting to me. I have friends worldwide and I've lived in many different countries. So coming from theatre, you can only see it if you're in that country or if you're in that city. So moving to film has been really exciting because you're able to send it to your family and friends worldwide. I think it can be more inclusive that way, and just being able to spread one story to millions of different people or different countries is just really special. I have actually gotten 2 jobs through my first job in film. The first one was a 1-month internship at a film and television production company, which was one of the greatest months of my life. And the second one I'm actually doing at the moment, it is a 3-month part-time. I'm working with a film festival, which is really cool. So I'm helping manage the films and the filmmakers, which is very exciting. Yeah, both of them I got through my first job in film. How would I recommend people use the platform? I would say apply every day. Also apply for things that seem outside your expertise experience. I've never worked with a film festival before. And when I was applying, I wasn't sure if it was for me. And then as soon as I got it and I had my first meeting, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to work with these 2 women. They're amazing. And it's taught me so much. So I would say go beyond your expertise or go beyond your horizon. And I would also say Personalize your cover letters. I know it's tedious, but it does work. And just don't lose faith. These things can take time. And also in my position, I would say take unpaid work if you're financially able to, because it is great for building connections. And at those unpaid work experiences and internships, use them as much as they use you. Ask questions. When you're about to leave, ask for one-on-one meetings. If you've enjoyed your time there, ask for a job. I asked for a job at the end of my internship and they weren't hiring. And then when I was on a beach in Croatia, I got an email from them saying, would you like to come in and interview for a position? And whilst I didn't get the job, I was so grateful for that opportunity to interview, which I wouldn't have had if I wasn't on my first job in film. Something I would recommend people use on the website is all the resume examples. I was structuring my resume like I was applying for a job in marketing and communications, which is very different. So I would definitely use the examples. And it's amazing because they've got examples depending on what level you're at. So whether you're applying for your first position as a runner or you've got experience as a runner, they've got different examples. So I would definitely recommend that. I did use that and I did get a job after I completely re-edited my resume. So So my top 3 pieces of advice are: keep in touch with everyone. When you've left your internship or your work experience, take everyone's emails down, phone numbers, and keep in touch as often as you can. Provide value to the people that you're working with beyond the job. Whatever that means to you, that's up to you, not in inappropriate ways. And also ask for value from them. Because at some internships, you'll just be doing, the bottom of the pile sort of work, but make sure you do take that opportunity to, I remember spending days looking through Dropboxes, just being like, oh my gosh, what can I learn from different invoices and files? And then my last piece of advice would be, do not be afraid to ask for what you want. Again, leaving the internship, asking for a job. I've missed out on a lot of opportunities in life because I just was too afraid to ask. More often than not, I found that when you ask, people can point you in a direction if they can't help you, or more often than not, they can actually help you in some way. So yeah, just ask for what you want.